As if 2020 couldn't get any wilder, guys. Hope you're all doing well. As per usual, welcome back to more esports talk. Cloud9. You know, I could have started this video off so many different ways. I was going to talk about MIBR and their struggles of recent results and the changes, that roster have undergone to even further those said troubles with the coaching scandal with KNG potentially being the IGL. I could have also started off by saying, wow, HenryG is now retired from being a CSGO commentator from countless events, one of the best all-time in Counter-Strike to do it. I could have even talked about, other issues we have ongoing with mainly a guy like Starix, right? Starix calls out Flusha and Val potentially, misleading or potentially hiding his cheating scandal because it might ruin the game. And then a week later, Starix joins Hard Legion, who has been widely accused of their players and their former coach cheating. Kind of ironic, right? I started out even crazier though because HenryG is now officially the general manager of Cloud9 as they revamp their entire roster. What we think will be all 5 members now being let go or sold elsewhere. Best of luck to that former roster. We will see where they go and what happens with them. It simply makes sense. You spend around 8 months with Cloud9 and when you're trying to live up to those high expectations of being a Cloud9, I know a lot of you EU fans might be like, oh, they haven't lived up to expectations in years. Yes, and that's why their roster has kept on changing over the past couple of years, and it will continue to do so, guys. This revamp, this rehaul will now be under Mr. HenryG, as well as former 100 Thieves and well-known Renegades coach, that being Kassad, and I could not be honestly more excited to see what these guys do. Now, with all of this, it's kind of crazy to see because you think of the timeline we have seen so far throughout 2020, we have covered countless, to me at least, just mind-boggling stories. Just to relate it to Counter-Strike, though, and some top North American names in Counter-Strike, Liquid Scream, yeah, Valorant. Liquid Moses, new coach. We got people like Liquid Pasha Biceps, content creator, and now Cloud9 HenryG. As he retires from a commentator, as Cloud9 rehaul their entire roster, they sign HenryG as their GM. What is 2020? And along with all of this, guys, a wide variety of reasons to be very excited because seemingly what has been said. Richard Lewis has a great article on this so far alongside HLTV. Check him out as well. Goes into a lot of detail, especially Richard Lewis's piece with Henry. But they say high-profile characters should be involved and maybe in the acquisition of future Cloud9 roster members. And it does make you speculate, makes you wonder who potentially could be involved. Will we see a class act and a great personality like Smooya? Will we see a Woxic? Will we see an Alex? Who knows? There are plenty available, and I will say this. It seems like a very interesting time in the midst of a pandemic to drop and sell off an entire roster and try and bring in 5 new guys if that is the case. Yeah, it's going to be a wild ride, but seemingly the words have been presented by both Kassad and Henry so far. It seems that Cloud9 expectations should be high and maybe their wallets are wide open to pick up what could be a killer roster. I know a lot of you Cloud9 or not even Cloud9 fans have had high expectations and have put a lot of faith in Cloud9 and have not had the results you have wanted to. But, this is a time. This is a real big time, and I cannot wait to see what these guys do with the future of this C9 roster. If there is any way to restore faith, it's to land a coach like Kassad with tons of experience and one of the best and probably the best available currently, and to also land a guy like HenryG. I mean, come on. Former pro, one of the best caster commentators, kind of like a guy like Liquid Moses, almost exactly to some maybe higher expectations with a guy like HenryG as GM. You got to trust their vision. You got to trust Cloud9, put the roster in good hands, and what they can actually do with this roster is now the giant lingering question. And I put it on to you guys. Who can they sign? Who can they pick up? Who will they pick up? Is the future of Cloud9 going to be different than the recent past? I can only hope so, but 2020 and the timeline, the news out there continues to just shock me. When I first started covering CSGO news 5-6 years ago, I never in my mind could have pictured something like this. Best of luck to Cloud9. Best of luck to my boy HenryG and, of course, Kassad as well. Who will he be coaching in the future? We will find out as Cloud9 unveil a brand new Counter-Strike era, and expectations sky high yet again, at least from this guy. Whew, that was a mouthful. Until next time, though, hope you guys all enjoy as per usual. I'm going to get out of here. I'll catch you back here tomorrow and the rest of this week breaking down CSGO and other esports news. Drink that water, drink that coffee. Until next time, take care. I'll see you guys back here sometime soon.